Hey guys, as I'm sure you know, the Xbox One has just been announced. And for whatever the reason, it's not called the 720. It's called the One. I'm not too sure why, as technically this is the third one. Anyway, I'm going to skip right to the point. This thing is bigger and it's bulkier than the previous Xbox. And in my opinion, quite ugly as well. It looks more like a Skybox or an OSN box if you ask me. It doesn't quite have that console feel to it. Now I know they've had to put more components in and all that to give it the extra power it needs, but I think they could have made it smaller. Now there's also the controller to have a look at. It's wider and it seems a lot more bulkier than the previous one. Now I'm not too sure that this controller is going to be better, but I guess we'll find out because I haven't physically held this in my hand, so perhaps the size of this one is better than the last one. But by just looking at the picture, I'm going to guess that's not the case. Now what you can see in the picture behind the console is the new Kinect. Unlike the Xbox 360, this now comes with the Xbox One. Now from what we know, the Xbox One is not, I repeat, is not purely for gaming. This is an entertainment center. So this is the kind of thing you'd have in your living room for your entire family. Microsoft really wants to emphasize the fact that this is for everyone. So, do you really want to spend $500 for something that isn't purely built for gaming? Or would you rather go out there and buy something like a PC? However, this could have quite a lot of benefits actually. Perhaps instead of buying an external recording device to upload to YouTube on your gameplays and stuff, with this multimedia entertainment center, you could upload directly to YouTube. Now, I also think PlayStation 4 is going for the same kind of thing here. It's not going for pure gaming, it's going for more of a multimedia all-rounder kind of device that you would use for everything, pretty much. So, you'd use it to watch movies on, you'd use it to talk to your friends, you'd use it as a computer, etc. It's not just for gaming. Neither of these consoles are. If we take a look at both controllers in this picture here, you can clearly see that the Xbox One is quite a bit wider. The handle things at the side on the Xbox are quite shorter, so perhaps your fingers might be coming off the ends. It depends how big it is, really. I'm not sure this is the best design they could have come up with, but I guess we'll have to find out when we get to physically hold this in our own hands. With the PlayStation controller, however, they've done the complete opposite thing. The handle things at the side are longer with the middle part shorter. It has a touchpad which could be very useful. It's also got a speaker right above the PlayStation symbol, so you could have sound coming right out of there as well. Another cool feature with the PlayStation controller is there's a mic on it, so you'll have an out loud mic on the controller itself. Xbox might have the same thing, I'm not too sure, but what I do know for 100% is that the PlayStation has an inbuilt mic, so that can be very handy. In the end, the whole thing's down to personal preference. In my opinion, the PlayStation controller is a little easier and a little quicker to get to the other controls, and the buttons are more compact. However, I think the Xbox controller being a little more spread out and smooth could be quite more comfortable in your hand. It depends what kind of gamer you are and how big your hands are. Anyway guys, that's all I've got to say, except purely on this information, would you get the PlayStation 4 or the Xbox One? Now, we haven't seen any pictures of the actual console of PlayStation 4 yet, but I promise you it's not going to be as ugly as the Xbox One.